Yo, what's up with you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Tublean, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. And as y'all could tell by the title and the thumbnail, man, we have a transformation on our hands, bro. This man came in, he was looking crazy, bro. His hair is just out there, you feel me? And we had to do what we could to get that man looking right again, man. Put him back in the game so he can, you feel me, go out looking confident again, you know. But nah, for real, this is a little mid fade tutorial. I was one of the days out the shop, man. I was like, I want to record a haircut, and this is probably a few weeks back, man, because I record a lot of videos in bulk, and then I'll end up taking the time to select which ones I want to upload later on. And yeah, so this was a little slight haircut right here, man. A little tutorial. I'm gonna teach y'all a little something, man. And if y'all got any suggestions on any future videos, let me know down in the description down below. And I'm looking to buy a camera, y'all. So if any of y'all do YouTube, y'all know a good camera that I can do that's within a good little budget, let me know, man. Comment down below, because I really want to know, because I'm gonna end up buying a camera real soon. So if y'all got something for me, let me know. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Before that, make sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully y'all enjoy this video. Let's go.
All right, YouTube, look at my man. He's definitely looking crazy. He said it's been a couple months since he got a cut. And to start this off, we're going to go on with this foreguard because he wants a 4 all around. And then we're going to give him that mid fade. We're going to make sure it's real close to skin. But first, we want to make sure it's all even all around. So we're going in with that foreguard. We're going to go in different directions. And first, I like to just jump in, and then I'll pick it out afterwards and then go over it again with that foreguard. And make sure to pay attention to where the hair is laying down so that you can go against the grain and really get that actual forward length. Alright, and like how I mentioned, once you're done going all around with that 4, you're going to want to go around and pick out his hair one more time, and then just go over it one more time just to really get it even, so that way whenever he showers or whatever he does, it'll be even regardless. All right, and now we're going in with that 3 guard. I believe we're going in close, and we're just going in right underneath that 4 guard on the sides, and we're just kind of setting ourselves up for the rest of this fade. And then after this step, we'll probably do 2, and then we'll start our balding process. Alright, now after that 3 close, we debulked enough, and I was feeling comfortable enough to go in with that bald line. and we're gonna keep that in like a mid, and we're gonna drop it just a little bit in the back to give us some space, and then we'll just stretch the blend a little bit in the back because you do tend to have a lot more space back there. And I'm pointing right here because I'm showing you guys where you want to keep it, like right at the top part of the ear. That way you have enough space for the beard too. And I was also showing him the different types of fades that were, you know, you could either have like just the sideburn faded, or you could have the actual like faded into the beard. But he wanted his sideburns, and so we kept it a little higher. And now we're just balding out all around underneath from what we did with our initial guideline, and we'll start the fading process after. Alright, and I believe we're going in with that 2 guard now. We're going too close, and we're going to freehand into what's on the top, so it just nicely blends into it. And then that way we set for later. When we're fading into it, we know that we're fading into a 2. And this is me just fading down because that's how I like to fade. I like to start from a high number and go like to the shorter ones. And the only reason I like to do that is to control my fade and really keep it within a certain range. And so that really helps me when I go under like a 3. I know that I can't go higher than that with the lower guard. And that is kind of how I learned. I was really able to control my blend. Alright, now we're going to set in that lever open guideline, and you're going to want to make sure it's about 1 inch. You can really stretch it on this type of texture of hair. There's some certain type of textures where their hair is really thin, that you can keep it more condensed, meaning like a shorter. But this one's you can really stretch that guideline, and don't be scared because their hair, their fade really takes place from that bald line to the one open. The one open, that's when it really starts to get dark. So don't be scared to stretch this guideline out. And the way I fade is I fade downwards. So I'll start open, and then I'll close it about a quarter, and then I'll go a little bit underneath, and then I'll go about halfway, and then I'll go about halfway up my guideline, and then I'll go about a quarter, and then go a quarter of the guideline, and then I'll be closed, and that'll be at the way bottom of the guideline, and it should be faded. And we're gonna do this all around the head, and we're gonna watch out for areas that are more dense. So what that means is areas that are darker, so it'll all be a lever open length, but some areas might be darker, and those we're gonna have to detail those and kind of, you know, go a little bit lower so that it can really match what's around it. And y'all, let me tell you, the angles are the absolute hardest to get, bro. Especially when you're in the shop and you're in an environment where it's like there's not a lot of places to put your camera. It's really hard. So you guys are gonna have to see just part of it, and then I'm gonna put all the angles that are the best where you guys can really see what I'm doing. All right, so what we're doing now is we already went with that one open, and then right underneath we're gonna go with that one closed, and we're gonna do this all around the head. So you're gonna want to make that guideline about an inch, that one open, and then underneath you'll go with that one closed, and that part should be blended. There should just be a minimal line that you'll take out later with that zero guard close. And right now I got that half guard, and I'm going all the way close, and I'm just flicking at that middle line that we created with that lever open, and it should come out real easily. And if it doesn't, well, then what you want to do is you want to go back to that lever open and flick at that line, and it should go away. All right, now we're gonna work on the top line, the last line, and we're gonna go in with that 2 closed first, and then we're gonna go the 1.5 right after. The 2 closed is really just gonna be to make sure that that's the length that it's at, and that we didn't accidentally push it too low.
Always got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe.
All right, now we went 1.5 closed, and we're really just gonna flick at that line until it kind of blends in. And you will really know when it goes away. This type of texture is pretty easy to fade. You know, there's not a lot of lever play that you really need to do, more just, you know, your flick game. And one of the most important things for this step, and just blending in general, is to focus on your flick game, man. You really want to be flicking out. That way you set in your guidelines not as harsh, and they're not as hard to take out. That's a little something that I kind of do sometimes, where I'll put in my guideline really harsh, and so I'll really have to work on taking it out. But the good thing is I know how to take them out, and that's kind of how I like to work. But Alright, now that I did the other side, we had to do this side too, so that we started with that one open. Now we're going one closed, just right underneath what we did with that one open, and that it's gonna really make this side pop. And then that half guard is gonna put it all together, and then that 1.5 for the top layer will really just bring the whole fade, and it should be blended.
Always got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe.
And remember that everybody has their own system. You know, everybody has their own way of fading and how they like to. This is my way, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be like 5, 10, a million other ways you can do it. Really just find your style, and once you feel comfortable, just stick to it, man. What time is gonna get you to like really understand the way your system works and how you can best perfect it. And right now we're going in with that half guard, and we're just flicking at that middle line that we created with that lever open, and it should come right out. And just like the other side, we're going in with this 2 guard and flicking in what he has into the top. And once we get that length established, we're gonna get that 1.5 close, and that'll really bring the rest of the fade together. All right, and now we got that 1.5 that we're gonna use to flick into that 2 guard, and that'll really put this fade all together, man. And after that, we'll just do a little bit of detail for the little dense areas and the areas that we're not really happy with.
Always got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe.
And I still see a line there, so I got my 1 guard, I put it open, and I'm flicking at that line because that 1.5 wasn't taken out. I knew I said I put it in with that 1 open, so I knew that 1 open would be the one to take it out. And the way you fade the beard is the exact same way you fade the hair. The only difference is that you go reverse order. So I started with that 2, then I go with that 1.5 close, and then we're gonna go with that 1 open, and then 1 close, and that half guard, and then blend it out with our lever. Alright, now we're gonna work on the lineup and all that stuff and lining up his beard. And with the hairline, honestly, I like to stay on the natural side and not let it as cosmetic like I did with him. But some people like a real cosmetic hairline because it'll be real sharp, and those people you really just give them the option. First I'll do the hairline and then show it to them and decide if they like it. If they want it more cosmetic and real sharp, then we'll do that as well.
Always got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe.
Alright, now we line up his mustache. He wanted to make it thinner, because he didn't like how thick it was. So we're gonna go ahead and make it thinner on both sides. On the bottom, we're gonna line up the lip line, and then on the top, we're gonna go ahead and make it a little thinner. All right, now we go ahead and put the razor on him. Make sure that lined up is nice and sharp. All right, you guys, this is what he was looking like before. He came in with like a shag, man. It's been a couple of months, and I really had to put them together, man. This is the after. Hope you guys enjoyed this cut, man. Go ahead and leave me any feedback. I appreciate you guys watching this long, and I'm gonna see you guys in the outro.
All right, you guys, that's gonna be the video right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, I did. Obviously, this haircut took a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think I took like an hour and 10 or 15 or something like that, man. It did take a little bit of time for me. I noticed, when I get into like a little groove and I'm just kind of relaxing, I just kind of move, man. I don't really rush it or nothing, but it's a good thing. But I have been noticing my time constantly increase, so that's a good thing for sure, man. I definitely been getting faster and better without even noticing. Like, I haven't even been trying to, and it's just kind of happening naturally. So I'm glad that's the case. But man, I appreciate you guys for sticking this long in the video, man. It truly means a lot. And as far as that's been, it's Too Bling. I hope you guys have a great rest of your guys' day. Make sure to stay tuned. We're gonna have some bangers coming for you, man. We're gonna have some bangers coming out. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your guys' day. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Peace.